relatively standard and routine anytime that you hear about some random property out there in the world that has a lore that's attached to it, that's been around for an extremely long time, especially something that a lot of people are extremely invested into, that's going to have a Hollywood adaptation, and it's going to be on the big screen, and lots of people are going to go see. You end up having all these fears that are just going to be conjured up, and you're worried that they're going to take that and fucking ruin it beyond understanding. I mean, they're going to Hollywoodize it, i.e. they're going to go and stick their dick in it and fucking destroy the shit out of it from the inside out, guts pouring the fuck out, and it just turns into gore porn all of a fucking sudden. Well, this time around, it just happens to be with Magic the Gathering. Now, there are certain times where I wonder, why the fuck are you making something into a movie? Kind of like whenever they decide that they're going to make Battleship into a movie, and I sat there just wondering why the fuck Hollywood hasn't been burnt to the goddamn ground and the ashes have been swept under some really tacky looking oriental carpet. And unfortunately that doesn't happen for the most part, though it would be kind of nice to find all the motherfuckers that keep on remaking every goddamn fucking thing, sticking a shotgun up their ass and just having a goddamn fucking field day like a trigger happy motherfucker that I am. But alas, Magic the Gathering is something that I can see them doing something relatively good with, and that's really the honest truth. I've been playing Magic the Gathering since Weatherlight. No shit. Like, Weatherlight is as soon as I started. I still remember the very first pack that I got, and I got a Thundermare inside of it, and I was really happy about that, and I played for a long time, and then from that point forward, I was a fan. And I played on and off, and I still have a whole bunch of decks. As a matter of fact, I have, let's see, which deck is this right here? This is a Relentless Rats deck, because I think Relentless Rats is fucking awesome. They're just very fucking cool little things. So, fuck yeah to stuff like that. Anyhow, so I've got a bunch of decks. I play with my friends, I've played the games online and stuff, and Magic the Gathering, if you've ever checked out the story, there's like an expansive universe for every single block that they have, which a block is usually like 3 sets and stuff. You know, there's like this entire story and all the artwork on them, a lot of times that they'll have individual characters, and these characters are tied to the universe and stuff. They now have planeswalkers, which are like, you know, pseudo-gods that are walking around within the Magic universe and stuff. They have different races, they have different lands, they have different worlds and stuff, and it's just really interesting seeing all this stuff. Now, if you go and you know, delve even deeper into it, they have all these novels that are based on the Magic the Gathering universe, and they go and they explain everything, and it's pretty fucking awesome, to be honest. As a matter of fact, quite a while back, I know this was around during, like, Shadowmoor and Lorwyn and stuff like that, whenever they were selling Fat Packs, which Fat Pack is kind of like a big-ass box that has, like, dice and several packs and all this other shit. Well, they would actually include a book with it. So you get a little Magic the Gathering novel and get more invested into the characters in the world and all the other stuff. So some of the cards that you're playing, you have a better understanding of some of the stuff that's on it. You know, the flavor text that's at the bottom of it, you're like, holy shit, that's kind of neat. Now, I know for anybody that isn't familiar with Magic the Gathering, you might be going, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. This all just sounds like gibberish to me, and I don't understand any of it, and that's completely understandable. So, you might want to just look up Magic the Gathering, or just avoid it outright, because frankly, that shit can get kind of expensive, and everybody already knows that, especially if you're already invested into video games as it is, and you're like, I'm gonna pick up on another hobby, I don't have enough money for this shit. So, and that's why I would say just stick with the Magic the Gathering video games, because that shit's only like, what, $10 or some shit? And as a matter of fact, if you want to understand the story a little bit about that, I know that, was it Magic the Gathering 2014? That's got a story mode in it, so there you go. Or you could look at Battlegrounds, but I always say don't look at Battlegrounds, because it's not really that good. But yeah, 2014, that's got a story mode in it, so yeah, you could kind of do that, and you know, teach you how to play and all the other shit. As a matter of fact, I should probably do at least a couple videos talking about Magic the Gathering. Maybe. I don't know. If anybody gives a fuck, I will. If nobody does, then I won't. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of interesting that they were going to do this. Now, the dude that they have going on this is... What the fuck's his name? I actually completely forgot what his name is. It's Simon something. Come here, mouse. I'm gonna scroll up. You're gonna help me. Simon Kinberg. Okay, so Simon... I couldn't remember his last name. Fuck you, I'm doing it all off the top of my head. Off the cuff and stuff like that. So, Simon Kinberg, the only thing that I knew that he did was Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Sherlock Holmes. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was kind of Sherlock Holmes I thought was kind of okay, but that's for, oh, and he did Jumper too, which Jumper just didn't give a shit about. So for the most part, it just either average or don't give a shit, from my own personal preference, mind you. But if this dude is able to go and produce like some big epic saga, and Fox is the one that has taken up the rights to this, so they want to go after like Lord of the Rings style, you know, trilogy or some shit like that. They want to make this into a series, not just, you know, a one and done type movie, which would make a lot of sense because with the universe as big as it is, that's a lot to go and explain. The thing is, I just worry that, again, that they will Hollywoodize it, stick their dick in, turn it into a gore porn, and ruin stuff about it. Because, you know, they'll go and take liberties and shit, and they decide that they need to go and tack on their own ideas and twist it and morph things and change it for some ungodly fucking reason nobody can really understand. And that's when you just ruin how awesome it could have been, because it was already awesome to begin with. You just make a real-life version of it and go, BOW! There you go. That's all you really need. But, you know, who the fuck knows? All I can say is, I'm actually excited about the prospect of it, but at the same exact point, I know that this is Hollywood, and I know what they're capable of ruining, because they do it so fucking often. So I don't have much faith in them, but if it turns out to be good, I'll be really happy. As a matter of fact, I'll be happy for the sheer fact that this may potentially, maybe, get people invested into Magic the Gathering a little bit more, because, damn it, when I go to the comic book store and I pick up my random batch of comics, or I'm going to pick up graphic novels, or I'm going to the dollar section and just picking up little back issues and stuff, I do pick up Magic the Gathering cards, you know, I'll pick up singles or rares, or, you know, what the fuck ever, and I'll go and pick up packs, or I'll go and do a booster draft, or I'll go and pick up dice or something like that. It'd be so awesome to see that place fucking flooded and crowded with motherfuckers who were new and interested into it. And, you know, it kind of like the Pokemon trading card craze. I really like shit like that, you know. And, again, it'd just be kind of neat for this to blow, because not a lot of people know about it. Even though it's been around since, like, the fucking early 90s with Alpha and Beta and stuff like that. Which, holy shit, those cards are expensive now. Like, a Black Lotus, I think, it sold more recently for, like, 25 grand. I was like, dude, that's fucking insanity. That's down payment on a house, please. Pow! Bam! With my single graded Black Lotus card. That's fucking bonkers, man. That really is. And God forbid if you had, like, the entire box of it. Oh, yeah, I got Time Warp, Mox Emerald, Mox Jet. You know, just some random shit here. Don't mind me. I'm just throwing that stuff out there for you all to go and see and drool all over and want to be able to sell all of your internal organs to have. Oh, your firstborn? Sure. Secondborn? Fuck it. You don't even have thirdborn? That's someone else's? Okay, well, it's the black market. Fuck it. But anyway, that's just fucking crazy. But Magic Gathering movie, potential? Most definitely. Assuming that this fucking dude can pull it off, and Fox doesn't decide, hey, you know what you ought to do? Ruin it! Yeah! Just do some stupid fucking shit with it. But anyway, I want to see it done well. That's all I can really say. And yeah, Magic Gathering. It's awesome stuff. So anyway, how do you all feel about that? Are you worried like me that Hollywood is just going to take the idea and then just fucking ruin all the potential behind it? Do you think that they're going to do good regardless? Do you not know what the fuck Magic the Gathering is? Do you like Magic the Gathering a whole bunch, but you don't want to see a movie based off of it, rather than just stick with the games and books and stuff like that? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, you have opinions and comments and stuff like that. This is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.